All right. This is in focus, right? Yes, okay. Changing, 1 second. That's much better. Okay, guys, today I'm going to talk to you about everything that Catherine does for me, and that is how to manage all of our cleaning staff for over 40 properties. It's a lot of work. She's overworked, and we're going to talk about that. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's give you some facts. I have over 40 properties and I don't manage the functions anymore. Catherine does the property management and managing the cleaners. I am focused on business development. I'm adding 12 new properties this week. I'm going to Italy then for a couple weeks, and I'm coming back and I'm adding like 7 to 10 more, maybe even another dozen, and then going to Iceland. So growth is where I'm at, but somebody's got to run the day-to-day operations. So sorry, Catherine, I'm about to tell all of your secrets on how we manage our cleaning staff, and I'm going to give you some advice on how to find them. So how to find your staff, how to organize them, how to pay them. So number one, how to find cleaning staff. We use Facebook Marketplace. To do this, make a Facebook business page for your Airbnb business, your corporate housing business, and then get some content, some photos of your stuff. Try to get some people to leave you some testimonials, people who stayed at your Airbnbs, stuff like that. Make a real business page. Then use that business page and go to Facebook Jobs and create a job. You'd be surprised. Facebook is so much better than Craigslist for finding jobs, and it sure beats using ZipRecruiter or Indeed to find an entry-level position like this. So, Facebook Jobs will give you a bunch of applicants. Now, the key here is to be super honest about the work. Yes, you might work every single day of the week. Yes, the work is between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. mostly, sometimes a little longer. These are things we're honest about. You have to be able to be reliable and get to and from work, and you have to be willing for your schedule to be just that randomness that it is, because schedules are subject to change. Hire a couple of cleaners. If you have at least 6 or 7 properties, you can have 2 cleaners and then choose which ones get days on or days off. And as you scale, you of course add cleaners as needed, and that's pretty much it. But now, how do you manage them? So we have cleaners in 3 separate cities, tons of property, and so what does Catherine do to do all of what she does? Well, so first off, we created a software where people clock in and clock out. Yes, I wrote it, but there are softwares for it, and the one's called When I Work. You can make it so people clock in and clock out and have a GPS tethered. I think they charge $20 or $50 a month for the thing. That's why I wrote my own version, because I didn't want to pay for the thing, because I could write it. So have some sort of clock in, clock out thing, so you don't have to go off of people's word of mouth or an honor system, I mean. But also do the GPS thing where you put all of your all of your home addresses into the GPS where they have to be on site to clock in or clock out to prevent something called time theft. All right, that's one thing. So you'll need a clock in and clock out system. Capiche? All right, good. Moving on. Now, scheduling. We take all of our listings and put them into a Google Calendar, right? And we have a Google account for every single city, right? So every cleaning team has their Google account, and there's a Google Calendar, and we export all of our iCal links to that calendar, and then all of our cleaners download Google Calendar's app and just import all those calendars, right? Now, that's not good enough to be perfect, but that's good enough for them to kind of plan their week, right? You want them to kind of be able to see what their week's going to be like, but not make any changes. And that's why we don't give them co-host status, because we don't want them messing with the listings. The calendar's good enough. Now, if anybody books last minute, like same day, and then they check out the next day, sometimes those don't go on Google Calendar because it was so last minute the iCal system doesn't update in time. So Catherine still every morning goes through all of our checkouts, and then she uses a app called GroupMe. It's like a group messaging app, and she creates one group for all the cleaners where the cleaners then get dispatched. So Catherine will say, okay, Anna is cleaning these 4 units, and then Christina's cleaning these units, Sandra's cleaning these units, etc. And she tries to do this where she groups the units that are getting cleaned logistically tight, close to each other. So if you can have your cleaner only clean in 1 or 2 buildings, that's best. Don't have her drive across town to clean one other unit. If you have 2 cleaners, try to give them territories for the day, right? So she dispatches people, right? She creates the route to lower your total cleaning time and lower your payroll for your cleaners. This matters, guys. This actually does matter. So consider that. And then from there, people upload photos. If the guests were too dirty, if there's any issues, we need new supplies, it's all done on this GroupMe thing. So 3 softwares you need, all right? You need When I Work, because you didn't write your own software. I could make one for you, but When I Work's good enough. 2, you should use Google Calendars to export all of your iCals. 1 Google Calendar email system per cleaning team. And then 3, put everybody on GroupMe so they can communicate with you until you hire somebody to do this. And a tip is to dispatch them, right? Based on geographic territory to save them time or cleaning. You also don't want to give any one person too many listings to clean because they have to be done in time. We have everybody show up around 10:30 in the morning and start from there. Their goal is to be done by 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. based on our check-in times. And yes, you can stagger checkout times and check-in times to make this easy. So if you have 20 listings, have some of them where the checkout's at 11, check-in's at 3, and have other ones where checkout's at 12 and check-in's at 4. God forbid you could do 1 to 5 or 10 to 2. You get it? Stagger them so the cleaner can have this cascading schedule. And that'll make your life easier. We only do that for our larger properties. Our big ones, like our 3 bedrooms, are noon to 4, where our studios are like 1 to 3. 11 to 3. You get it? So Facebook Jobs is where you find your cleaners and then follow everything else I just told you. And you should be aces, guys. Now, it's better to have people do a good job and be slow than to be fast and do a bad job. It costs you more money in labor, but you save money on refunds, right? So hire more cleaners than you think you're going to need, because things go wrong and you can't help yourself, right? So thank you for watching Airbnb Automated. Questions? Leave them in the comments. And like this video, please. I hope you liked it. Please like it. I'll see you guys